Hello students, hope you all are doing well. So in this lecture we'll deal with the concept of abstraction in C++. So this is a very important feature of object oriented programming. So in abstraction, it is basically hiding the implementation or the background details from the user. Hiding the implementation, okay, or you can say background background details from the user, whoever is using your code. So it is used to handle the complexity of your program. If in our program, if there are many functions, and if a user is interested in accessing a function, then it is not required for the user to get into the implementation detail of each and every function. If the user only access the function rather than going into the implementation details, then we can say that we have implemented abstraction in our program. So it is important because if we are working on a very big project, you can say that project contains n number of modules, and if let us suppose there are 5 or 6 programmers that who are working on different modules, and it can happen that a particular programmer can try to access the data of your code. It is a situation that can occur in your program. Like we have seen in data hiding, that a user that tries to access the student roll number, irrespective of knowing that the details of that particular roll number. So if he tries to access the roll number, then he has to access it indirectly with the help of the member function of the class. So here also, if we make the member functions, the implementation details to hide from the user. If we do something in our code such that the user can only access the details, the user can only access the details or the relevant information, that he is interested in. And we hide the main logic of the code, or you can say the functionality. So we are hiding the functionality from the user, and the user is only interested in the particular function, not in the internal working of the details. It can happen in our program also. If we have a program containing 100 modules, then we are not interested in knowing the working of each and every module that the particular user or the programmer has developed. If we only wants to access a particular module or a particular data, then we will just try to access the particular function that is indirectly accessing the data rather than going into the internal complexity of that particular module. So this feature is very important in this abstraction. If we take a real world example, of this abstraction, then you can say, if I'm taking a real world example, then we can say okay anything. For example, a TV. So you are accessing a television through a remote. So you are accessing the television through a remote control. So this remote control is the interface. This is the interface with the help of which you are just switching the channels. You are not interested in knowing the internal details of the particular television. That if you are pressing a particular button, if you are pressing a particular button, that then what is the logic or what is the internal working that has been worked. What are the internal capacitors, or what are the internal diodes, or what is the internal PCB, what are the internal connections that it is being worked upon. You are not interested. So for example, you are working on internet, and if you send a mail to someone, then you are not interested in knowing that what are the internal details of the network. You are not interested at how many packets have been routed from source to destination. What is the minimum time in which your mail has been sent from one location to another, okay, how many servers are there, you are not interested in these technicalities. Okay, so to hide the technicality from the user and only showing the relevant information, this data abstraction, or you can say abstraction, comes into the picture. Okay, data abstraction to hide the data and abstraction to hide the functionality or the internal implementation details. So if I'm saying abstraction, then I am more confined to functions, or if I'm saying data abstraction, then I am more confined to data. Okay, so data hiding, you can say, is also an example, because we are hiding the data from the user. And if I'm saying abstraction, then we can say we are hiding the particular function from the user. We are not showing the implementation details of the function to the user. Okay, so we'll see a practical example. Okay, we'll see that how we'll do this particular concept practically with the help of a C++ code. But for the time, you have to understand that in order to hide the implementation details, abstraction is very important, because it's not required for each and every programmer to know the implementation details of each and every function in a particular software. Okay, so you have also a function, we have also seen a function swap. When we are working with strings, we have also seen a function swap. So this swap function, we are just implementing this swap function. Okay, we are not interested in the logic, in the implementation details of the function. We have just incorporated that particular function in our program, and this swap function has done the task for us. We haven't seen that what is the logic behind, or what is the definition of this swap function. It can be that this definition has been hidden from us by the user, and this only the function is available. Okay, only the calling of the function is available to us. The programmer is not in a mode to access to know the details or try to search that what has been written inside this swap function, because it will save the time, okay, if he directly use the function rather than going into the implementation details. So if we go in the implementation details of each and every function, then it will cost, okay, it will cost our time. Okay, the time will be, okay, we will spend more and more time in knowing the function, and as well as the productivity of the you can say the project will be decreased. Okay, so in this way, this data abstraction, or you can say abstraction, comes into the picture, and it is a very important feature of object oriented programming. I hope it is now clear to you. Thank you.